touch me, the fire in your eyes is where we can see her inside. There's nothing I can do about it, 'cause nothing seems so true when I'm beside you. And I remember, baby, just hold my hand, naked, perfect, so beautiful. You tell me up and down, I was being all around. You never get enough, baby, don't know a shining star. The way you look at me, the way you touch me, the fire in your eyes is where we can see her inside. There's nothing I can do.
Peter Paul Weigmans is Neil's papa. I wrote a letter to Neil. Sorry already for my English. Neil always said to me, "Oh, everyone speaks so well English in the Netherlands, but you, Peter Paul, you speak Dutch English." and the text, normally Neil was always checking all my English texts as well, but lieve Neil, it is unconditional love that we have. Despite who you are, who I am, what you did, what I did, we kept loving each other. And it is hard to describe how much I love you. I can describe the greatness of the highest mountain, the beauty of the most idyllic scenery, the sparkle of the brightest diamond, or the poetry of the most wonderful play. But all this together is meaningless. The words in this letter are just a fraction of what I really feel. And it all started on Gran Canaria. And to be honest, it was far from romantic. We met each other on the toilet of some dodgy nightclub. I was washing my hands and suddenly there was you. A happy young man, shiny, bright eyes, and above all, extremely handsome. Trying to be hard to get, I went dancing again. And I was hoping that you would follow me and somehow talk to me. I found myself confused, doing stupid, illogical things. I kept thinking, please, 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 come talk to me. And I had just made the most stupid mistake in my life, not having stayed with you and talking. But suddenly you grabbed my arm and started chatting away. You were very nervous and bouncing up and down. I was laughing out loud. I had never seen such an enthusiastic person, in your own way very confident, talking so much nonsense in so little time. We went outside to the boulevard and talked for hours. Seriously. Every second in this conversation I realized I was falling more and more in love with you. On my way back to the Netherlands, I was so happy with the thought that this was not just a holiday fling, but that you would be the man of my life. The man I would be with for at least the next 60 years. For the first time, I felt that I could be happy with someone in all stages of my life. And you are that man. My first week with you was the happiest week of my life, the week in Gran Canaria. My endorphin level had exploded. I still can't describe how I feel. This pen and paper are not enough to give you the credit you deserve. You gave a completely new dimension to my life. During our dynamic relationship, I always kept this feeling. Something very new for me. Both you and I were saving as much as possible to be with each other. Because even EasyJet flying can be quite expensive. Things started to get very fast when you decided to move in with me in the Netherlands in 2009. You were very determined to do so. You started learning Dutch and you did a speed course for teaching English for foreigners. You were very determined, especially with your Dutch course. 6:30 in the morning, you were already listening to the Dutch CDs. And you were often doing your homework until after midnight. And I was still wondering if you already know how to pronounce the word haus. Huis. He always said haus. But it is huis. I really enjoyed our time together in Bournemouth during the last conference. I could see how happy you were with the Lib Dem family. Despite your ancient age and your experience, you were still there new. Everyone loved you, and everyone loved talking to you, and everyone wanted to listen to you, to your experience. And you loved them as well. By then, I was actually the one who was worried about you coming to the Netherlands, because you were so happy at the Lib Dem. In the Netherlands we have D66, but let's just be honest, it's not the same. But still you were quite determined to move in with me, because on the 18th of November you sent me a text. Oh, Pippi, I need to start looking for work in the Netherlands in the new year. I can't describe how great it would be to be with you for 24 hours and 7 days. And I absolutely shared these thoughts. Neil, it is not only the way you grin or the way you're always mocking people around you, or the way you pound with your left hand on your chest when laughing out loud, your clownish way of walking, your Wikipedia addiction, the way you would help me out with the Lodewijk Foundation, with the concerts in the hospitals and all the patients would love you, your great sense of humor, how you're adaptive and a hard worker, your sometimes childlike naivety and so much more. It is simply you. You being Neil. You being Neil, a person that makes someone very special. There is one thing I would like to point out, and that is your gracious intelligence. Being intelligent but not saying that you are, and even sometimes not acting like that. Having a great factual knowledge, much more than the most of us. An excellent communicator, a vigorous mind, beating me with chess and doors all the time. Except for one time, when you graciously let me win for my self-esteem. Most of all, I learned a lot from you. History, life, and the Lib Dem leaflets. It is hard to describe how much I'm going to miss you. Again, pen and paper are insufficient to tell you. On the other hand, I'm very grateful that you, being you, was, is and always will be a part of my life. I'm glad that we loved each other so intensively in our time, because the love of your life, the most important person in your life, your future, can be gone in a second. And I still can't grasp the idea of a world without you. And it reminded me of a song by Frank Boeien, who is world famous in the Netherlands, and I will quote a part of him now. Will you come with me tonight to our favorite restaurant, a table for two? I have a reservation, and we will drink until dawn, and we forget the injustice of destiny. Come, let's go. Put on your jacket, it's getting late. Please come here, embrace me, and I will never let you go again. I'll tell you a joke, I'll make you laugh, and we'll forget the looks of the people in the street. We'll just pretend that it's not true, that things are not how they are. Neil, I love you, and I miss you already. Kisses, Peter Paul.